What's up, guys? Welcome to another video, and today we are reviewing Home Alone from 1990. Now, listen. Last year, if any of you guys remember, if you guys remember, December or last year, I reviewed the recent Home Alone movie that came out last year. And if you could tell in that video, I hated that movie. Okay? Because it was disrespectful to the whole franchise. And Disney took an already, dead franchise and they brought it back to life just to kill it again. That's what it felt like with this new Home Alone movie. And that is why I promised last year, or at least I promised, off camera, that I would do the whole Home Alone series this year. And I'm living up to that promise. So, what I thought of Home Alone, it's a childhood classic. I don't know what to tell you. I have watched this movie so many times throughout my whole life. I watch this every single Christmas, every single year, okay? Every single Christmas. And honestly, my favorite part of these Home Alone movies will always be the traps, okay? This is what matters. Now, obviously, Home Alone's a classic, okay? Because it's pretty bad when you take a childhood classic and just ruin it for people. And in Home Alone, first of all, the score. The soundtrack is composed by the John Williams himself. The same composer, the composer for this movie is the same composer that made the Star Wars theme, and the Harry Potter theme, and the Jaws theme, and the E.T. theme, and many, many more. Even the Indiana Jones theme, which is a franchise we'll cover once the movie comes out. Because 2023, people, is looking to be a very packed year for me, okay? Okay? Because next year is going to be extremely packed with movies and shows. Extremely packed. Anyways, now let me tell you guys a fun fact. Did you know that the house that, the movie is set at was actually filmed at a gym in a high school? Yeah, it was all shot in a gym. And I noticed that the house was has all these reds and greens to represent, Christmas. Because Christmas's main colors is green and red are its two main colors when it comes to Christmas. It's always red and green. And after reading a crap ton of theories about Home Alone, I agree with some of them. I saw this theory that Uncle Frank, hired Harry and Marv to, steal from the house just so he could get, the money from his brother or something like that. That actually is a very funny theory, though. And a theory that actually makes a lot of sense. Because think about it. Out of all the characters, right? First of all, Harry and Marv were bad, but I think Kevin's family was worse. I swear, every single family member treated him like crap. Especially Uncle Frank. Let's see here. His mother put the idea in his head that maybe you should start in your family. He's like, what? But obviously, at the end, we did kind of forgive her for a second, right? like, at least, like, some kids in the family at least cared about Kevin. And Buzz, this is neutral, I would say neutral. But to me, out of everybody in Kevin's family, Uncle Frank especially treats him like crap. Especially Uncle Frank. Let's see here. Uncle Frank literally says out loud to him, he's saying, "Look what you did, you little jerk." It's like, why would you say that to your nephew? Like, what did he do? Like, and when the scene when Kevin goes, missing, and they figure out that Kevin's back at home, everybody else is worried and concerned, right? What does Uncle Frank say? He goes, "To help you guys feel better, I forgot my reading glasses." It's like, what? Why would you say that on a time like this? And the way he said it gave me a clear indication that Uncle Frank literally does not care that his nephew is stuck at home without any remorse. When he first heard the news, he didn't care at all. Not in the frickin' slightest. Even the father at least showed some concern. Uncle Frank, on the other hand, he didn't show any concern or remorse at all. And this is where the Harry and Marv, he hired Fury comes in. He did that just to spike his brother and steal the insurance money. Well, clearly, Uncle Frank, your plan failed miserably. And that is why Uncle Frank hates Kevin. Because he's interfering with his plans. I love that theory. I honestly do love that theory, okay? Because it makes a lot of sense. And will definitely fit Uncle Frank's character. Because he always treats Kevin like crap. Even at the baddest of situations, man. It's like, Anyways, now, what I thought of Harry and Marv, like, they completely steal the show, like, honestly, and you know what? What's the biggest common theme that I've been seeing in a lot of these John Hughes movies? Is that there's always a character that's always being played out as the good guy, but in reality they're the villain. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is a big example of this, alright? Where yes, the principal was bad, but Ferris Bueller was worse. And his sister, now that's a whole other topic, and Ferris Bueller, we'll cover that movie one day, okay? Just someday. Now, anyways, back to Home Alone. It's a big common theme that, very rarely does the main character not, act like a villain. Kevin, honestly, if the whole Uncle Frank, stealing from his brother theory is true, then it just makes then it makes me feel bad for Kevin even more. Because, honestly, he's if he was a teenager, if Kevin was a teenager and he left the house, he wouldn't really care because he would honestly be better off without them, honestly. But, hey, that's my opinion. Anyways, overall, I thought this movie was a classic to me. And I'll always watch it. No matter how old I am, no matter people would claim that, oh, you're too old to watch this. I don't care. I will watch this every year. And especially I'll watch the scenes when Harry and Marv get stuck by the traps. And that's it. Home Alone came out in 1990 and was a massive hit. It was a massive hit when it came out. It was such a big hit, in fact, that it spawned a sequel, which the sequel I'll be talking about has been quite debated of whether or not, which actually some people claim that Home Alone 2 is almost better than the original, which is saying a lot. So, stay tuned for Home Alone 2, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And it's Christmas time. Peace.